me, I'm Scott Schaefer.
And I'm Sarah Banowski, in for Charlotte McBride. We begin tonight in Schuylkill County with a rocky controversy when it comes to school safety.
The superintendent of the Blue Mountain School District is in the spotlight after telling lawmakers in Harrisburg his students protect themselves against potential school shooters with rocks.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.
Newswatch 16's Peggy Lee is in our newsroom to explain. Peggy.
Well, Scott and Sarah, Superintendent David Helsel says each classroom in his district is armed with a bucket filled with river rocks.
And all I got was a bag full of rocks
That are about the size of a baseball that would be thrown at a shooter if they got into a classroom.
You know, I got a gun.
He's got a gun!
I know.
However, he sees this measure of safety as a last resort. Folks in the district seem split on the idea.
Every classroom has been equipped with a 5-gallon bucket full of Riverstone. If an armed intruder attempts to gain entrance to any of our classrooms, they will face a classroom full of students armed with rocks, and they will be stoned.
I'm stoned.
Oh, you're stoned.
I'm not stoned. You're stoned.
That was Dr. David Helsel testifying to the House Education Committee last week in Harrisburg. The superintendent of the Blue Mountain School District was explaining his unconventional form of protecting the students in their schools in the event of an active shooter situation. Give them rocks.
At one time, I just had the idea of Riverstone. They're the right size for hands. You can throw them very hard, and they will create or cause pain, which can distract.
I got a rock.
Helsel says teachers, staff, and students were given active shooter training through a program known as ALICE, which stands for Alert, Lockdown, Inform, Counter, Evacuate. And they routinely hold evacuation drills for active shooter simulations. But if a teacher decides to lock down a classroom, there are rocks in a 5-gallon bucket kept in every classroom's closet that a student could throw if a shooter gets inside.
And all I got was a bag full of rocks.
Still, Helsel says the rocks are seen as a last resort.
We have devices installed in our doors that help to secure them, to make it very difficult to break through.
Oh yeah, here comes Kool-Aid.
We train kids and talk about barricading the doors.
This teenager is a senior at Blue Mountain High School. He and other students like the plan.
It matters because it'll help us protect against the school and stuff. I mean, anything helps. Rocks are better than books and pencils.
Parents do as well.
At this point, we have to get creative. We have to protect our kids first and foremost. Throwing rocks, it's an option.
But not everyone thinks this is a practical line of defense.
I think that's rather comical. It's absurd. Arm the teachers.
Dr. Helsel says the district has no plans to arm teachers. However, Blue Mountain does have a maintenance employee who is trained and certified to work as school security and is armed.
Yeah, sir. You might want to send a maintenance man over to that office across the way.
This is turning into a maintenance man's nightmare.
And the district plans to have more support staff get the same training to act as security. Peggy Lee, Newswatch 16, reporting live in the newsroom.
Peggy.